Hello. For those of you that don't know, I'm Lynn. I am a psych nurse. I work with no longer child and adolescent. That's my background. Now I work with adolescents with behavioral and emotional issues. I hate to kind of call it that. Can't think of a better word right now. But yes, on the side, I dabble in all the mystic. In a shamanic practitioner apprenticeship, I read tarot. When I practice, I'm pretty decent at mediumship and Reiki 1 certified, kind of a mixed bag and very much intuitive and really all that I do. So obviously these are trying times, interesting times. A coworker and I have both been putting on self-care groups for our coworkers and switching off days. And it made me realize how important it is to care for myself and to really start putting myself up and out there to bring this forward for others if they're interested. I'm a very honest person. I'm real. And my teacher, first and beloved teacher, was always saying, if someone says they can heal you, run. Nobody can heal you. You can only heal yourself. We have guides. We have teachers. No one can heal you but yourself. So if you're here on that journey of self-healing, as I am, then I am here for you and we can learn together. So I will start by saying this has been rough for me lately. One of my, core beliefs is that you own your baggage. You own your shit, as I like to say, and when people don't, it irks me. And another thing I always like to say is you cannot pour from an empty vessel. 100% believe that. And I've kind of had a bit of both. People have not been carrying their stuff so well and kind of dumping it on others. And we all deal with that sometimes, as much as it irks me. But when my vessel is empty, I can't. And these are times where I'm not able to do the things in groups that keep my cup full. So I'm going to start doing this. Hopefully it keeps your cup full. And hopefully mine flows over by sharing all my learnings and lessons and hopefully a little bit of wisdom in there with you. So that's a little bit of what's going on today. I think for a lot of us lately, we're feeling disempowered. A lot of the things we thought we had control over, we don't anymore. There's a lot of things where the scales are tipped. And today I journeyed with my coworkers to try and bring that into balance, into alignment. In the Peruvian tradition, the Quiros say, when things are going right, we are in Aini, which is right relation. It is balance, reciprocity with all. That when everything's in flow and synchronous, that's how you know when you're in Aini. And I know, at least personally, I haven't been there lately, and I'm working on my path to get there. So this is for everyone. We all have masculine and feminine, which should be in Aini. They aren't always, but I did pull a few a couple cards today, and it's just such synchronicity. It is just what I was feeling, so I do want to share them with you. It is the Divine Feminine Oracle book from Megan Watterson. Divine Feminine is in all of us. For you guys out there, or even women who don't feel connected, don't be put off, but you do you. First card that I pulled is this lovely one, Machig Labdron. I really hope I'm saying that right. A lot of words in this I'm probably going to not be the most accurate at pronouncing, but what this book says on her that really resonated with me, it says, I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. She is one who takes the dark and transmutes it into only light. Tibetan Buddhists believe that Yeshe Tsogyal was reborn as Machig Labdron, and that both were incarnations of the female Buddha Vajrayogini. Machig's mother had an auspicious dream right before giving birth. 7 Dakinis poured water over her body, blessing her, purifying her, and prophetically relating that this little baby girl would also be a Dakini. As a young woman, Machig made a living by reading the Prajnaparamita Sutra, or the Heart Sutra, which is the most beloved wisdom text in the Mahayana Buddhism. People considered it a great blessing to have it read in their homes. After leaving a monastic order, Machig married and lived what is referred to as the red and white essence of mystical union. She practiced tantric union with her husband while raising a family together. Her son became one of her greatest successors. Machig developed the tantric Buddhist practice of Chod. These teachings were in the first Buddhist teachings to emerge in Tibet. Chod is referring to the cutting off ritual. A demon, according to Machig, is anything that obstructs the achievement of freedom. A lot. Demons, then, are ego beliefs, not scary, hairy beasts, but inner barriers that keep us from realizing the reality of nature. And the nature of reality. The Chod practitioner visualizes their demon and then mentally cuts off parts of their own body as an offering to them. Machig holds a traditional Tibetan chod, a drum, in one hand and a bell in the other, as you can see in the picture. Machig, like Yeshe Tsogyal, lived until she was 99, and then, according to Tibetan Buddhists, she reincarnated as Lama Tsultrim Alyon, an American Buddhist teacher. Alyon explains in her book, Feeding Your Demons, that Chod is a method for bringing our shadow into consciousness and accessing the treasures it holds rather than repressing it. This powerful, unbroken lineage of female transmission reveals to us that enlightenment is about making the darkness conscious. When your soul selects her card, from Machig's perspective, as an enlightened female, she knew that the difference between a god and a demon had to do with our reaction to them. Those who cause us pain, she explained, also teach us patience, whereas those who bring gifts can distract us from our spiritual paths. No one and no single situation has the power to derail us. That is, unless we let it. The power rests within us. The spiritual path for Machig was to become intimate with her inner demons, those thoughts or beliefs that kept her from experiencing joy, bliss, and pure love. The darkness within us isn't actually dark. It often feels threatening because some aspect of our intuition knows that when we face it, we will reclaim a lost part of our soul. We will heal. We will become more whole, and that, ironically, can be terrifying. We get so used to functioning with only one wing, we wonder, how can I fly now with two? I'll go too far, too high. Who will I become now that I am free? And who will I lose in the elevation of my soul? Machig is here to support us in seeing what's ready to come to consciousness. She's here with her diamond heart to hold us as we feed one of our demons, not with fear, but with the knowledge that bringing it to life and into the light will help set us free. Is there an ego belief that you and I are ready to see and release from within? Set the intention to see the light in your own darkness, to face your ego beliefs, and to feel free. And the secondary card is actually Lilith. Some may be familiar with her. I feel she's possibly more known than Machig. But Lilith was the first woman. Lilith was Adam's wife prior to Eve. Sorry, just feeding the sensor. Lilith has many, many connotations. She was demonized, of course. Strong woman. But I'll read. Lilith, first woman. I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. Lilith embodies our sovereignty to declare our desires and do what must be done in order to live them out. According to Jewish folklore, Lilith was Adam's first wife. She was created from the same earth as Adam, so when he expected her to be subservient to him, she refused. Lilith explained to Adam that they were equal, made by God. So when Adam insisted again on her submission, Lilith uttered the divine names and flew away. Supposedly, Adam sent angels after her to force her to return, but she was with the archangel Samael, and she desired to remain with him. Ancient Jewish midrash, or retellings of the biblical stories, portray Lilith as a demon. But contemporary feminist theologians like Judith Plaskow have incorporated women's experience and women's voices into traditional texts with their own midrash. Plaskow transforms the fearsome, vilified Lilith into a wise, empowered woman. Lilith embodies the emotional and spiritual aspects of our unconscious and unrealized desires, sensuality, and even unbridled sexuality. She owns her body and soul completely. For many women, Lilith is an icon of freedom. Lilith is the first woman. She is the woman who refused to be dominated or defined by anyone or anything outside of her. When you select this card, Lilith asks, what would happen if you left behind everything? She wonders what would prevent you from getting to experience all that you desire. Is it you? Is it an idea of someone that you have to be? Is it society's definition of what it means to be a woman or a man? Lilith asks the question that sometimes never fully Lilith asks the questions that sometimes never fully reach the light of consciousness. Lilith is unclaimed. She is the ruler of her body and soul. And she reminds us that we are too. And not only that, we have a sacred obligation to the body's fierce protector. If I were entirely equal to everyone else, to every man and every angel like Samael, what would I choose for my life? If I see myself as worthy, as the first woman ever created by the divine, what more would I ask for? Am I living the life I desire? Am I actually fulfilled in my current relationship? Whether that emotional, whether that work, whether that with yourself. Are there aspects of myself I have not been able to face and voice? Lilith refused to settle. She answered all these questions within her and took action on the truth she uncovered. Lilith demanded that she met with what she really desired, and she's here to demand that we all do the same. What does the life you truly desire look like? The intention is that you are the voice of your body and soul, and that you choose the life you desire to live. And I really love that if you look at the cards, one is very much light and one is very much dark. But there's a balance in each, because nothing is all light and nothing is all dark. Everything's in balance, or should be in balance. It's about Aini, it's about right relation, it's about perfect balance. You know, that is the place where things can even be created. So I thought it would be appropriate to journey. It's going to do the same one I did today, but I think I'm going to change it a little. So for those who are unfamiliar with Journey, it is a core shamanic tradition. I will drum my drum at a particular rate that puts you in a different brain wave, so you can connect more highly with your higher self, whatever you call that, God, Allah, spirit, goddess, wisdom, inner knowing, whatever is higher, whatever isn't the nitty gritty mucky mind of this reality. It puts you in that state where you can really connect. And when you go on Journey, you just set an intention of what you are looking to find. What information are you trying to seek from Source? I think right now we need balance, we need right relation, but where are we disempowered? Where can we bring more power, more light to us in the world? So I'm going to lead a journey. I don't even know 100% where we're going to go with this yet, but we will see. So I have my drum, beautiful elk skin, heart drum, and my beater. And I want you to take a deep breath in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And as I start to drum, I want you to set the intention to go on a journey. Set the intention that you are going to learn what isn't needed and to refill your cup. And first, we will become centered. Imagine seeing from the bottom of your feet, the bottom of your spine, beautiful roots. See the roots going down, down through the earth, the soil with the rocks, the roots, the other plants, down past the soil, down through all the layers of the earth, the crust, the mantle, the bedrock, all of it, down to the center. See it going down to that molten core. Feel it pulse. Feel your roots there, firmly held by that great Mother Earth. The great Mother, the great nurturer. Feel her energy begin to pulse up like a heartbeat. Up your legs, from your roots, up your legs, the ankles. It pulses higher to your knees, higher and higher to your belly, higher and higher, feeling your chest, your fingers, your arms, your throat, higher and higher, feeling your face, your forehead, your crown, until you are filled with the richness of the Mother Earth. And then you see an opening from the top of your head of spiraling light shooting forward, up, up, up. See it go up to the stars, the heavens, up to where there is wisdom, to the sun, Great Spirit, the upper world. Feel divine energy, the masculine energy, start to come from all those sacred places, coming down into the crown of your head, filling your forehead, your face, your throat, your shoulders, your chest, your heart, down the arms, your fingertips into your belly, down your legs, the ankles, the feet, even your toes. And feel these two energies of being totally grounded and yet totally connected to the divine. Feel them source. Feel them swirl. Feel them meet and dance in your center, in your belly, where you power, where you gather your power. You are now connected, a conduit of the higher and the lower, and you are of the in-between. And of this place of being fully in alignment with above and below. See yourself in some place in nature, someplace sacred to you. Maybe you've been there before. Maybe you've always dreamed of it. Seen it in a magazine, on TV, postcard. But see yourself there, fully there. What does it smell like? Does it feel the ground beneath your feet? Is there sun? Is there rain? Take it in. Suddenly, in your sacred place, you see an opening, a doorway. A doorway that will lead you on your journey. Open the door. Go through. And if anyone is there, ask permission. They will let you by. When you open and go through, you walk a path. You keep walking and walking until you see beside you, on one side and the other, are two rivers. Flowing rivers. Before you is a basket. What do you need to put in that basket to send down that river? To send and have it be taken by spirit. Put any sorrow, any hurt, any anger, frustration. What do you need to put in the basket? See yourself putting it in. Everything fits miraculously. Nothing is too big to be held by this basket. It absorbs it all as you place it in. Place all that needs to be let go in this wonderful basket. And then take it and walk to one of the rivers. Slowly put your feet in. Walking in, you are safe. The water is cleansing. Go ahead and put your basket in. Have the river take take it. The river will take it and cleanse it, purify it. You do not need to hold on to this any longer. You are free to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Feel it wash. Feel it be cleansed. Feel it be taken by the spirit of water. You do not need this anymore. It no longer serves you. Say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, but I do not need you anymore. We have done our dance. We have done the dance and it is complete. But thank you for your lessons. I love you. I love you. And when you are ready, come out of the water, back to that beautiful middle in between. Neither here nor there. The in between. And see before you a vessel, a chalice, a cup, a bowl, a pitcher. This is your vessel to fill. Go from this middle to the other side, the other river, and walk in. Feel that water filling you up, making you whole, bringing its beautiful gifts of that resource of life, that resource of joy. Where you are empty, you are now refilled, renewed. Feel the water on your feet, your ankles. Feel it swirl. Go as deep as you want to go. Do you want to go to your knees? Do you want to float? Fully cleansed, being refilled by this pulsing, swirling, sweet, sweet water. Have your vessel ready. It is catching all your blessings, all that the water brings, all that you are meant to have will come, either now or in due time. There are no accidents, there are no coincidences. We are in synchronicity, we are in reciprocity, we are in Aini with all. Let your vessel be filled and overflowing with sweetness and grace, like the milk and honey of the sacred lands. Drink it in. Feel it fill you, renew you, fully healing that, whatever needs to be healed. You are new, you are whole, you are healthy. Whatever you need will come to you. Whatever you are here to learn, you will learn. Thank the water and thank any animals or spirits or guides, guardians. Did anyone come with you? Is anyone coming now? Thank them and ask if they have any messages or they are just there to be. Drink in the richness, the sweetness. Feel fulfilled. center, that in between, not here nor there, not right nor wrong, not black nor white. It is the void and yet everything. There is no judgment here, only love, only light, only pure essence of who you are. See that filling your every cell in your body, every molecule, every atom, every little bit of you, even the in-between spaces between the electrons, the neutrons, the particles. You are filled with that pure essence of divinity. Feel it washing, realigning you, reinforming your cells, your body, your nervous system, electrics. You are ignited. You're passionate and fulfilled. And let it be. Let it be. Sweet, sweet sweetness. Let it be. You turn around from this sacred place, thanking the energy, the spirit of the waters, thanking the in-between, knowing there is no right or wrong, there only is the gray. There is no judgment. There's just Aini, synchronicity. There's balance. Start to come back from that place, up on the path. Coming back, walking along, taking whatever you need to bring back with you and leaving that which you need to leave behind. Come back to your doorway. Then you easily come fully back to your sacred place. And when you are there, start to come back to your body, back to the room, back to the here. And back to now. So that was today's journey. Hopefully it fed you and fulfilled you and let you have some lessons. Be gentle. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with others. Allow yourself to feel and without judgment. Allow yourself to truly just be in the now. And this is where we're meant to be. The past is over and the future is not here yet. There's no controlling it. Set intentions and be in the now. Doing the best you can. And that's all you can do. For those who are maybe meeting me for the first time, meeting this work for the first time, who haven't experienced it, it is transformative and wonderful, which means it's not always easy. What's ever easy that's worth having, unfortunately. So I can always be reached. You can message me here, message me via Facebook. You know me personally. My phone is always at the ready. I'm here for you. Be here for yourself and be here for others. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amenaho, and so it is. And I hope I will see you soon. Bye.